What is up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about one of my most anticipated movies of the year, Napoleon, directed by the great Ridley Scott, starring Joaquin Phoenix and Vanessa Kirby. So let's get started. First of all, I love historical movies, especially historical war movies, so I went in this movie with high expectations. The heart of this movie is the relationship between Napoleon and Josephine, and it felt very flat. Like, they first meet in the movie, and I'm like, okay, they're starting to meet each other, and they're gonna slowly get used to each other and start liking each other and whatever. But the next scene is they're like married. I'm like, wait, what? Like, they actually got married for what? It didn't even seem like they liked each other. I felt so indifferent on what would happen in their relationship. If they broke up, I wouldn't care. If they got married or whatever, I wouldn't care at all. And it just felt so forced. But my biggest issue with this movie is that it just felt so disjointed. It just felt like random scenes. It didn't even feel like a Napoleon movie. It just felt like random events in the life of Napoleon, the movie. It just feels like random things just keep happening with no build-up and minimal payoff. For example, the relationship between Napoleon and Josephine. In one scene, we see that they're getting along. We're like, okay, they're getting along. It cuts to another scene, and then it cuts back to a scene with them, and all of a sudden, he's just snapping at her and saying all these bad things, and they're fighting. I'm like, wait, what? What? Like, did we miss a scene? What was going on? You guys were just getting along. And the scene where they start fighting, there was no build-up to it. It's not like, we're getting nice, but like maybe like she does something that he doesn't like and all of a sudden he just snaps at her. Like, the scene starts and he's snapping at her. Spoilers for Scarface, by the way. I'm gonna show you what Scarface would look like if it was edited like this movie.
I play with you. Would you kiss me if I wear the hat?
No. Playtime is over, okay?
Okay.
2 seconds later.
I got a fucking junkie for a wife.
What to do with all the fucking cash?
I hope I have that problem someday.
You're gonna have that problem, don't worry. Get out over here.
2 seconds later.
You a piece of shit.
Oh, Tony, what are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about, you fucking cockroach.
And the relationship scenes doesn't just feel disjointed. The whole movie just feels like this. For example, there's a scene where he meets with the leader of Russia and they're kind of getting along with their mutual hatred of Britain. Then it cuts to an unrelated scene. Then it cuts back and then Napoleon is writing a letter and he's like, I am marching to Moscow right now. He betrayed me. I'm like, wait, what the hell? What just happened? Did I miss a scene? What the hell is going on? I'm sure in the 4-hour version, it's going to be fleshed out a lot more. Like, when I heard that there's a 4-hour cut of this movie, I'm like, wait, like, I thought I watched a 4-hour cut, or at least that's how it felt. It felt so long. This movie drags. And this movie felt so much longer than Oppenheimer and Killers of the Flower Moon. Oppenheimer's like 30 minutes longer and Killers is like 1 hour longer than this movie, and they both felt shorter than this. And no spoilers, near the end of this movie, something happens where I'm like, oh, like, I really want to see his reaction to this event, and he's already just, like, doing something else. He's just past it. I'm like, wait, what? I thought this event would really, show us a side of Napoleon that we haven't seen, and all of a sudden, he's just like, whatever, I don't care. It just felt so rushed and it didn't feel like it was fleshed out at all. And scenes go by so fast that you don't really feel the weight of the scene and how it impacts his life. Right before you could process the weight of what just happened, it's already on to the next event with no build-up and you're like, what the hell is going on? And at the end in the credits, it like shows like all these events that Napoleon had a big part of. And I'm like, why didn't we get to see that? I would rather see that than this annoying relationship that I had no investment in. I would have rather seen those scenes. This movie looks absolutely stunning, and I was kind of worried because I thought The Last Duel was way too dull looking and way too dark. Maybe it was just my theater, but this movie looks amazing. The cinematography, the production design, this movie felt so immersive. The costumes, everything just felt so realistic, and I just felt like I was in that time period and in that world. And we get 3 battles in this movie. There's one near the beginning, which was great. There's one in the middle, which was absolutely amazing. And the very last one was absolutely jaw-dropping. That was one of the best battles I've seen in the last couple of years. It looked real, it felt immersive, it felt raw, visceral, and I loved it. And the performances were amazing. Joaquin Phoenix and Vanessa Kirby did an amazing job as Napoleon and Josephine, but at the same time, that's where the issues start for me. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was disappointed by this movie. I will watch the 4-hour version. I'm sure that's gonna be a lot better. But as for this one, I have no urge to rewatch this ever again, to be honest with you. I did enjoy myself for the most part. It did feel very long. I do think there's more good things than bad things in this movie. The performances, the cinematography, the production design, the costume design, and I'll give this movie a 6 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you think I'm an idiot? Let me know in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe and help me out with the algorithm. And have a great one. Bye.